The 70s floated on soft harmonies, wood-paneled radios, and nights spent under the quiet glow of bedroom lamps. Before playlists and streaming, these were the songs that drifted through hallways, school dances, and car rides home, stitching memories into every melody. Here are 10 soft rock hits only 70s kids remember. Number 10, How Much I Feel by Ambrosia.
That's how much I feel.
If you grew up in '78, How Much I Feel was more than a breakup song. It was the background noise of everyday heartbreak and first crushes. It played through late-night FM dedications, echoing across empty kitchens after everyone else had gone to bed. Ambrosia, once known for their complex prog rock, stripped things down for this confessional ballad. David Pack's voice almost cracked under the weight of every line, and the soft electric piano gave the track a dreamy haze. This was the song you played on your parents' big wooden stereo. Rewinding it just to hear that chorus one more time, convinced the band understood what you couldn't say. It struck such a universal nerve that the single soared to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1978, Ambrosia's biggest hit. It was the soundtrack to passing notes folded into neat triangles, choosing the last dance before the gym lights flicked on, and nursing that feeling that maybe, just maybe, your story would end differently. One listen, and you're back in a world where love is new, pain is sharp, and every melody means something. Number 9, Reminiscing by Little River Band. For anyone who remembers the slow burn of summer nights, Reminiscing is the sound of pure nostalgia. Little River Band crafted a memory you could sing along to. Warm, gentle, with just a hint of jazz and a swirl of strings. Graham Goebel wrote it in a single sitting, channeling old Hollywood romance and Glenn Miller ballroom magic. This was the record spinning in the background at every basement party, the quiet space between phone calls and promises made on front porches.
Hurry, don't be late.
The song's nostalgic pull wasn't just personal, it swept across America, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1978, and became one of LRB's signature tracks. The harmonies wrapped around you like a soft blanket, making every drive home or late-night walk under streetlights feel cinematic. Even John Lennon reportedly called it a favorite. One play, and you can almost see the flicker of projector reels, the looping signatures in yearbooks, and the gentle hope that the best memories are the ones you get to keep forever. Number 8, You Are the Woman by Firefall.
You are the woman that I've always dreamed of.
Few songs capture the innocence of first love like Firefall's You Are the Woman. Released in 1976, this tune turned every junior high dance into a moment worth remembering. The gentle strum, the fluttering flute, and Rick Roberts' honest delivery created an atmosphere where even the shyest kids could picture themselves slipping a note to their crush. The chorus was a promise, simple, direct, impossible not to sing along with. Producer Jim Mason knew he had a hit the moment he heard the demo. And David Muse's flute became as iconic as the melody itself. Firefall's magic worked not just in school gyms, but everywhere. The song rose to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it their first national hit and a fixture on soft rock radio for years. One spin and you're instantly back in the school gym, paper corsage in hand, staring across the dance floor hoping she'd say yes before the lights came up. Number 7, I'd Really Love to See You Tonight by England, Dan and John Ford.
Really love to see you tonight.
Coley. Sometimes the most unforgettable songs are the ones that sound effortless. I'd Really Love to See You Tonight is as breezy as a night with the windows down. Written by Parker McGee and delivered with just the right touch by England Dan and John Ford Coley, it's the gentle phone call you make when you're not quite over someone, but you can't admit it out loud. The lyrics, "I'm not talking about moving in," became a catchphrase for keeping it casual, but the melody always felt like it meant more. Maybe that's why in 1976, the song soared to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want
And
to
hit number 1 on the adult contemporary chart, cementing its place as the duo's signature song and a timeless staple of soft rock playlists. It was the perfect soundtrack for summer drives, beach bonfires, and spontaneous get-togethers when you were still figuring out what you really wanted. For 70s kids, this song was about possibility, the idea that a single call, a short drive, or a chance meeting could change everything. Even now, one listen, and you're back in the front seat, heart pounding, hoping tonight's the night. Number 6, So Into You by Atlanta Rhythm Section.
so into you.
There's a kind of groove that only comes from the Deep South, and Atlanta Rhythm Section captured it perfectly in So Into You. This song wasn't in a hurry. It drifted through radio waves like a warm breeze on a late-night drive, windows cracked and dashboard glowing. The electric piano set the mood, guitar lines floated by, and the rhythm section held back just enough to keep things sultry. Buddy Bye's production turned a simple love song into an experience where every instrument seemed to be speaking its own language. Released in 1977, So Into You didn't just hang around the local scene. It became AES's biggest hit, climbing to number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and sticking around in heavy rotation all spring and summer. It was the perfect soundtrack for whispered secrets, first kisses, and those long stretches of silence when words just got in the way. For 70s kids, it was the sound of growing up, sneaking out after dark, lingering at the curb, and feeling for the first time the slow burn thrill of someone being so into you. One play and you're back on those empty Georgia roads, the world ahead of you. Number 5, Lotta Love by Nicolette Larson.
Take a lot of love.
When Nicolette Larson sang Lotta Love, it felt like she was inviting you into her world, a place of warm lights, open windows, and laughter spilling out of the kitchen. The song, gifted by Neil Young, was transformed from his country roots into a shimmering, soft rock anthem by Ted Templeman's production. From the first notes, with those bright horns and easy harmonies, it sounded like the promise of better days. The single's feel-good energy wasn't lost on listeners.
And we don't see eye to eye.
It climbed to number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1979 and hit number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. For 70s kids, it was the song you heard on every road trip, roller rink, and backyard barbecue. Always cheerful, always hopeful. Larson's voice was like sunshine after rain, lifting spirits and making you believe things could really change with just a little bit of love. One listen, and you're back at the kitchen table, phone cord wrapped around your finger, stereo humming, dreaming up plans for the weekend. Number 4, Still the One by Orleans.
Never wanna see you again.
Some songs just feel like a celebration. Still the One is the sound of couples dancing at their anniversary, of parents laughing in the kitchen, of friends high-fiving in the schoolyard after a game. Written by John and Johanna Hall, the song's bouncy piano and sing-along chorus made it the ultimate anthem for lasting love. Orleans captured the hope that not every romance fades out, that some get stronger with every summer. Released in 1976, it became Orleans' signature track. Peaking at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and landing in heavy rotation on pop radio, in TV promos, and wedding playlists for decades. The track's infectious optimism and upbeat energy made it a favorite at weddings, birthdays, and anywhere people wanted to mark a milestone. For 70s kids, this was the proof that real love could survive awkward school dances and teenage drama. Play it now and you'll find yourself smiling, tapping your feet, and remembering every reason you believed in forever. Number 3, Just Remember I Love You by Firefall.
Just remember I love you.
When the world felt overwhelming, Just Remember I Love You was the gentle reminder that someone cared. Firefall's second appearance on this list is no accident. The band made a home in the soft rock comfort zone, and Rick Roberts' voice felt like a reassuring hand on your shoulder. The song's acoustic strum and soft harmonies were the antidote to late-night worries and heartbreak. Released in 1977, the single was a radio mainstay, rising to number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. And hitting number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. It played on bedroom radios while rain tapped at the window, and on tape decks during long, thoughtful car rides. For anyone struggling through a rough patch, the lyrics were like a lifeline. Just remember I love you and it'll be alright. One play and the stress of growing up melted away, replaced by the simple promise that things would get better, and you were never as alone as you feared. Number 2, Steal Away by Robbie Dupree.
Why don't we steal away?
A little later than most, but pure 70s at heart, Steal Away feels like a sun-faded Polaroid from the end of a great summer. Robbie Dupree's voice has that warm, slightly raspy charm, riding atop a groove that sounds tailor-made for cruising along the coast. The song's gentle synths and breezy chorus invite you to drop everything and chase a little adventure. In 1980, Steal Away captured the last gasp of the yacht rock era, reaching number 6 on the Billboard Hot
Steal away into the night.
100 and number 5 on the Adult Contemporary chart. Whether you heard it on the radio during a last-minute road trip or at a crowded pool party, Steal Away captured the spirit of spontaneous escape. It became a yacht rock staple, light, easy, unbothered by the pressures of real life. For 70s kids on the cusp of the 80s, it was a final call to freedom before the world got serious. One listen and you're back on the open road, windows down, stealing a few more minutes of perfect summer. Number 1, Sentimental Lady by Bob Welch.
All of the things that they say of every sector.
Every countdown needs a closing song that feels like a long hug goodbye. Sentimental Lady is pure California gold, soft, wistful, and shimmering with that special Fleetwood Mac magic. Written by Bob Welch about his wife and originally recorded with the Mac, his solo version features Christine McVie and Lindsey Buckingham and captures the dreamy feeling of looking back at a love that changed everything. In 1977, Welch finally got his solo moment. The track peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it his most successful single and a mainstay on late-night radio. The warm keyboards, gentle guitar, and layered harmonies turn every listen into a personal moment. For 70s kids, it was the last song on the mixtape, the one you played as the house got quiet, family photos stared back from the mantel, and another year faded in the rearview. Press play now and you're back in the family room, light pouring through the curtains, memories flickering in the late afternoon sun.